everybody, welcome back to Jessica's Reading Room. My name is Kim and we are here for our March wrap-up video. Basically, I'm just telling you what Kim read in the month of March. I'm so sorry that I did not have a February wrap-up video for you. Honestly, Ivan's new schedule at the new hospital has just been crazy. And I'm not gonna lie to you, the reason that I'm sitting here looking like this with like no makeup and looking crazy is because I legit just got back from Georgia because I had to drive him down there and then I had to fly back up and I just got home like 2 minutes ago and I'm just like, oh, but that's okay because I got some good reading done on the plane. Not included in this month's wrap up, but that's okay. That's all right. You know what? We're going to have fun. And see, here's my new t-shirt, my new sweatshirt. See, it says, oh, see if I can actually do it. Nerdy, dirty, inked, and curvy. That's me. Okay, not really dirty. I don't like getting dirty, but you get it. Okay, dirty as in like a sense of humor. Yeah, okay. All right. So let's just get right into it, shall we? What Kim read in the month of March 2021. Okay, so where do we even start? I don't even know. Okay, how about we'll start with this one. Oh my gosh. Oh, and I have allergies, which is why, like, I can't breathe. Stupid yellow dust. Gosh. All right, so first we have Don't Tell a Soul by Kirsten Miller. This one, just look at it. Just look at it. This is definitely going to be in the most gorgeous cover tournament. I mean, I'm just telling you. Because that's just, I'm not sure if that would surprise any of you, but it just is. This one, honestly, it really was just the cover that drew, that I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh, yes. And then I read the, excuse me, then I read the description and it's about this haunted house with these possible ghosts walking around. And as much as I hate to say it, this actually was a bit disappointing to me. It kind of turned out into a really generic story with a lot of really generic characters. And I was just like, you know, but the cover. So it's like still counted as success because the cover still looks fantastic. Know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. All right. So then we have, see, watch this. We're going to go through this like super fast. And then all of you who tell me that I drone on and on aren't going to get to say that this month. Okay. Next we have The Queen's Gambit by Walter Tevis. Yes, this is the show on Netflix. Beth Harmon is this little orphan, turns into a chess prodigy. Her life, at least her like first quarter of her life, all about the chess tournaments that she plays in, her learning and growing not only as a chess player but as a person. And Ivan and I watched the show first, really loved it. I thought it was really great. So then when I got the chance to buy the book, I was like, okay, yeah, let's do it. And it was really good. I actually really liked it. I couldn't really put it down. I was actually really impressed with the way Netflix adapted the story, but you know what? That's a whole nother video. So let's just say I actually really liked it. Thought it was a great book. Great job. Okay, next we have The Family Upstairs by Lisa Jewell. This was actually my neighborhood book club pick for the month. Basically, this murder happens and this little girl whose name is Libby, she is a baby that is found at a murder scene. The murder remains unsolved. She ends up inheriting this huge townhouse, and basically you just get into what happened, who the murderers were, you know, what is the mystery. And it was okay. I mean, like, I enjoyed reading it, but then by the time I got to the end, I was like, why did I read that? Because it was, I don't know. Like, it just felt really empty by the time I was done. I'm being really critical this month. I'm so sorry. It's really not, I really shouldn't be like that, but apparently I am. Okay, this one, Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. This one was actually sent to me by a friend. Thank you, Jen. Who knew that I'm all about ghost stories. I'm all about horror. And she's like, I think you should read this. So I did. Basically, gosh, this was this month. It seems so long ago. Oh man. Okay. So Maggie She ends up inheriting the house that made her and her family famous. It's kind of like a Haunting of Hill House Netflix version kind of story, where they end up buying this house for relatively cheap. They go in and there's, you know, it's haunted. There are ghosts. She claims to be seeing these people, and they end up running out. You know, the big papers end up picking up this story from this little, you know, teeny tiny town paper about the family who, you know, flees local home in the middle of the night because it's haunted. It goes, you know, then grows into this huge big thing. You know, her father ends up making a fortune off the book. And basically this book, you know, this is just her story of telling what she remembers, what she found out when she inherited when she inherited the house, looking at, you know, the different mysteries and secrets that have, you know, that came about within this house. And I mean, I was actually pretty cool. I really liked it. It held my attention really well. And I mean, because it was kind of a Hill House type thing, I was like, okay, yeah. So I liked it. I thought it was good. Honestly, even those who don't necessarily like ghost stories would probably still like it, because it wasn't like ghost story. It was just ghost story. You know how they're, yeah, okay, all right, fine. Okay, so then we have the Bad Girls Don't Die series by Katie Allender. I have read the first 2 books, Bad Girls Don't Die and From Bad to Cursed. See if I can hold these up without like actually dropping them. I read Bad Girls Don't Die several years ago, and I thought it was really good. Basically, oh gosh, if we have to make sure I know all the names, Alexis and her little sister, Casey becomes increasingly obsessed with her doll collection, and they live in this old house, and there might possibly be some ghosts involved, and it was really good. So I was like, yeah, that's kind of right up my alley. I was like, okay, all right. So I read it, and then I found out it was a series, and for Christmas this year, I ended up getting the second book. And so I read that. It was a little different. It wasn't, I won't say it's as good as the first book, but it kind of kept with that whole, you know, weird things will happen even if you don't necessarily mean for them to happen type things. Wow, you guys, I look so bad. I keep looking at myself in the camera and I'm like, dude, I look ridiculous. So I'm so sorry for looking like this. I'm sorry. So I'm going to apologize right smack dab in the middle of the video. But this one, I mean, I have to admit, it was kind of done in this really unique kind of way. And by the time I was finished, I was like, you wouldn't think it would have been that terrifying. But then by the end, I was like, dude, that was scary. So I've got the third book. I'm hopefully going to read it as soon as I'm finished with my current book. So I will have this series finished. It'll be like my first finished series of 2021. So yes, so very good. I mean, if you like creepy, Katie Allender is really good at that. So yeah. Okay, then I did read one ebook, and it's actually the prequel to this one, The Christmas Bell by L.A. Detweiler. It's called The Christmas Bell, Rachel's Story, and it's just like a novella. So it's not, you know, if ebooks can have a size. It's a prequel to this one. I actually read it first. I'm not sure if I was supposed to do that, but I did read it first. It just gives you a little bit of an insight to Rachel, who you meet in The Christmas Bell. Candace goes home for Christmas. She ends up trying to set up the tree for her mother and her grandmother so that they can hopefully have a happy family Christmas. Even if it may be tense and awkward, they're going to have a happy Christmas. And she finds a random ornament box that she brings down. She opens, and yes, there is a haunted ornament. She learns a lot of things about her family. She learns a lot of things about her grandmother. Learns a lot of things about herself. And it's a horror. It's pretty scary. I will admit, this is not for someone who doesn't like ghost stories at all. Like, this is Ghost Story! But it was really good. I really liked it. And then again, Rachel's story is considered a prequel, where you get to know a little bit more about Rachel and why she is the way that she is. And there is a third book, which I'm not sure if it necessarily is anything to do with this specific family, but it is called Redwood Asylum. It is about the hospital that Rachel was sent to when her family couldn't handle her. So it is on its way. So I am also going to read that one. It's just, it's not here yet. So yeah, so this is really good. This scratch, I mean, if you got a horror itch, this one is going to scratch it. I think, you know what? I think I could compare L.A. Detweiler to seeing, oh, she told me how to say her name and now I can't remember. It's Sean B. Clavin. I don't know. That indie horror author from South Africa who wrote that really super disturbing Asylum series. And I'm so sorry for not remembering how to say her name. Okay. All right. I get dramatic when I'm tired too. It's just how I am. I don't know. Anyway, so this was really good. If you like creepy stuff, this one is pretty dang creepy. Okay. All right. And then last but not least, we have my first ever Clive Barker book. Woo-hoo. Yes, it is called Mr. Be Gone. And basically it is about a demon named Jacobok Botch. And I think this was one of those metaphorical stories that I kind of think I got. Like, I enjoyed reading it, but I'm not sure I can necessarily tell you all the deeper meanings and philosophies behind it. Basically, Jacobok, he ends up getting caught and pulled up to the above from the 9 circles of hell. From hell. And so then he spends hundreds of years out amongst humanity, and you see his journey, you see the things that he learns, and I have to say it's a bit on the cynical side. So like, it appealed to my inner cynic, so I was like, okay, I get it. It just kind of went on these like kind of weirdo twists and turns where I was just like, so, I mean, I liked it. I enjoyed it. I don't know if will necessarily get into like super huge discussions with people over it because I have this feeling that, again, I'm just not deep enough to get all of those little in-between meanings and everything. But I did enjoy it. I do plan on reading more Clive Barker in the future. So there you go. All right. Now, worst and least. Worst and best and best and worst. Best and least. Most and least. Okay. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to say that best was The Queen's Gambit. I just couldn't put it down. I thought it was really good. The story was interesting. It didn't drone on and on and on and on. It had great characters. So I'm going to have to say that is my best. And as much as I hate to say it, I'm going to have to say Don't Tell a Soul was my least. It sucks, but it's true because this cover. Don't judge a book by its cover. I know. But it's such a pretty cover. So anyway, okay. So best, worst. Sucks, but you know, okay. All right. So there is what I read in the month of March 2021. I would love to hear what you have been reading. Make sure you tell us down in the comments if you have any book recommendations, whether based on a gorgeous cover or just something that you think I would like, then by all means, tell us down in the comments. And I promise that next month, I'm actually going to be better put together. I'm going to have eyebrows and I'm going to have eyelashes and I'm going to have a nice face on. Because I don't have one today. Oh, next month is birthday month too. So, I mean, my gosh, everybody has birthdays in April. So just prepare yourself for that too. Because it's birthday month and you know we go crazy for birthday month. So, okay. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope everyone has an awesome April and we will see you next month. Bye.